Welcome. So, getting organized could be the difference between big profits and wasting time. We're talking 5 ways to increase productivity to earn more in your business or your personal wealth. Welcome to 15 Minute Business University. I'm Micah Logan, and we're making you more productive on the Common Sense Show. All right, so let's dive right in. Now, today we're going to talk about 5 ways to increase productivity so you earn more. This works both for your personal wealth, but also in your business. So, what I wanted to give you today is those 5 suggestions, things that I use so I can remain as productive as possible, and so that you could actually too. So, let's start with the first one. The first one is that you want to get organized the day before. Do not wait until the day of to try to figure out what you need to do for the day. Without planning in advance, you're likely to skip over some or most of the important things you need to get done. Now, normally it's okay to chip away at low-hanging fruit tasks that you want to get done, but those tasks often just lend themselves to busy work. You just getting things done to check off the boxes, and you feel busy, but you don't actually move your business or your personal wealth forward. The problem with busy work is that you're not engaging in what I call BBA. And so throughout this entire 15-minute video, I'm going to teach you exactly what BBA is. BBA means business building activities. You can swap out the first B in business for with a W and call it wealth building activities if you want. But these are activities that are directly focused on requiring you to think about strategy and implementation of the strategy so that you can move the needle in your business or your personal wealth. So I want to illustrate what happens when a person engages in busy work versus actually engaging in BBAs, business building activities. So let's say you own a manufacturing business. Engaging in the busy work of the business would be actually doing the hands-on work of the manufacturing of the business. So making a widget or replacing machines that break down. Instead, BBAs would include the owner meeting with suppliers to try to drive down price of the manufacturing or negotiating with distribution deals to get their product to market. By organizing your day into BBAs, you will be able to spend 100% of your time on activities that actually move the needle. So plan the night before that you're going to actually what you're going to do. So like on Sunday, you want to be planning for Monday. Monday, you want to be planning for Tuesday. And the things that you want to write up are BBAs, business building activities or wealth building activities. You want to really focus on what are some things that you can do the next day that actually move the needle forward. Number 2, you want to choose 4 of the most important things that you want to get done the next day. After you've decided which tasks are important for you to put on your schedule, you want to choose those 4 most important things, because when you try to get everything done in a day, you get nothing done. I'm sure you've had this day before where it seems like you have an overwhelming amount of stuff to do, and yet nothing actually gets done by the end of the day. There's nothing more stress-inducing than having 20 things to do on a to-do list because it includes items that aren't part of your BBAs. By choosing 4 BBAs of the most important things that you want to get done, you can really nail down which of those things are the most important action items that contribute to building the business. So you may be asking, of course, well, what do I do for the little things that need to be done? Those little tasks that seem to seep into your schedule to fill in the crevices of those big, giant business building tasks or those BBAs? My answer is simple. Just like the 4-hour work week from Tim Ferriss, you hire a $7 an hour virtual assistant to handle the simple stuff that would take away your attention from building your business or wealth building. Simple stuff could include scheduling on your calendar, administrative tasks, website updates, some emailing, etc. So for about $70 a week, you can triple the amount of work you actually get done by having a virtual assistant focus on the 95% of things that don't fit into that BBA bucket, and you focusing on high level tasks and wealth building channels. Imagine how much time you would buy back if you didn't have to directly actually respond to emails. You didn't have to respond to text messages. You didn't have to distract yourself with things that, frankly, don't move the needle in your business. And all that stuff was done for you by someone who you trained to respond exactly how you wanted them to respond, exactly how you wanted them to schedule, exactly how you wanted them to actually interact with individuals who are seeking your time. Virtual assistants are excellent at helping you to focus on the bigger picture while they take care of the little things that, frankly, don't require your assistance. The third thing that you want to do in increasing productivity to earn more is, frankly, it's very simple. Most phones today are smartphones. So, and every smartphone has a calendar feature. I put here, utilize your phone's calendar for everything, appointments and tasks. Smartphone calendars are so sophisticated. Now, I'll give you my example and how I work so that you can then take what I do and either apply it to you if it works or find something similar or just do your own thing. But I want to give you an example of how you can think about this structuring your calendar so that it actually works for you. So what I do is I have a main master Google Calendar that's synced to my phone. And then every appointment, whether it be for work, whether it be for other things that I do, other projects that I have a calendar. I have a main work calendar. I have a family calendar, and I have a calendar for work projects that are outside of my main company job or task, what I do over here. And so all those feed my main master calendar. And on my main master calendar, it shows when I'm available and when I'm not available. So if I have a virtual assistant or other applications that are automatic that are linked to my calendar, searching for time or availability, it only shows when I'm available. And it shows whenever I'm busy, it blocks off that time, but it only shows when I'm available. So my calendar prevents double booking so that I don't have to waste other people's time. And frankly, I don't have to waste my time as well. When you utilize your phone's calendar, you'll be better able to see how you're using your time. It's important for you, if you actually have all your appointments and things in one place, that you do a calendar audit every so often so you can see what are you spending time on? What are some things that need to be adjusted, and then make that adjustment. Point number 4, put your phone on do not disturb while you're working. This is a critical one. There's absolutely nothing worse than being in a work rhythm during the day and you get a text or a phone call from someone that has nothing to do with your task at hand or your business. This, of course, excludes your significant other or your kids. You always take those calls and texts. But when it comes to other people with other random requests, do not disturb. They all go into that bucket. One of the best features I take advantage of is do not disturb. It allows me to focus on what I'm doing. And what I've noticed is my work quality and quantity go way up. So my ability to actually produce high level work in a faster period of time goes way up because I don't have to worry about conversations that I'm having or I'm supposed to have, or I don't have to worry about the little things that have nothing to do with my task at hand. My fifth way to increase productivity and to earn more is to save your email replies for later in the day. I know that folks try to jump on email as soon as they wake up and focus on knocking out at least a few of those emails right at the top of the day. But try to focus instead on getting rid of one of those big 4 to-dos, one of those big business building activities out of the way prior to you even checking your email. So try just try this tomorrow. First, before you even open email and respond, go and do a task that drives your business or your wealth building activities to another level before you even email that first person back and see what happens. Email can be a black hole, and it's better for you to be productive than reactive to what's going on, because you could spend your whole day firefighting in your email account and get absolutely nothing done. Besides the fact that you should be leading the way in your niche. And the only way to do that is to have time to create, time to focus, and time to drive your business forward. So spend your time looking ahead for your business in those BBAs, those building business activities, those business building activities, and you'll be fine. This is also where you'll find your virtual assistant comes in, because you can train your assistant, and I've done this, to actually differentiate between emails that require an immediate response, emails that can be responded to by the end of the day, and emails that can wait to the next day. And by you coming up with a system where you write down what types of emails need to be responded to faster than others, and then coming up with a script for your virtual assistant for them to actually go over, then you'll be able to knock out things, frankly, that don't have you responding to everything on a regular basis. So let me tell you how how these productivity suggestions help me. And I'm going to do that now. Okay. So in addition to this podcast that I'm producing content for, the audio and the video, I run 3 businesses. I travel for speaking engagements, and I have a family. The only way I can manage all 3 is that I have a strict schedule that I don't compromise on. And during that time when I'm actually working, I try to be as optimally productive as possible. So I don't have time to be distracted by things that don't matter. So everything gets prioritized. I think about what I'm going to do the next day before I get there. I have my schedule all in my phone and my calendar. I don't use any other schedule, and I don't make commitments to anyone, personal or business, without first checking that calendar so I don't double book. And that's what I use to drive everything. So get out of your head, get out of scraps of paper, and get out of part-time use of your calendar and go full-time with your calendar on your phone, and that's going to make a difference. Putting together a comprehensive plan for business and wealth building activities is critical to get to a higher level of income. People who earn millions of dollars a year are ruthless with their time, and you need to get to that place as well. It doesn't require superhuman ability. It just requires a little forethought and a little organization. Look, if I can do it, you can do it too. All right. So I wanted to say that's a wrap for today's episode. Those are the 5 ways that you can increase productivity and to earn more. Try to put these things into practice immediately if you can, and you'll see a big difference. It's going to take you some time to get into the groove, but what you'll notice is everything that is important gets directly pushed to the top, and everything that's not gets pushed out and away. So that's a wrap for today's episode of the Common Sense Show. Thank you for listening and or watching. If you're watching, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more information like this. Also, subscribe to the Common Sense Show on podcast wherever you listen to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you haven't joined our Patreon community yet, there will be a link in the description. By joining our Patreon community, you'll get access to a live Q&A with me once a month. You'll gain access to the podcast episodes earlier, and you'll get access to our free Facebook community. Until next time, if you don't spend time building your dreams, you're going to spend time building someone else's. I'm Micah, and I'm out. Peace.